Well, of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, who have we here?
Here in Lassiter's.
Can't believe it. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
It's good to see you.
It's very good to see you as well.
Wow, Mike Young, back in
Young,
Erinsborough.
Mike Old. Mike not so young. Yeah.
What's it feel like?
It's sort of everything. It's surreal. It's really lovely. It's really lovely to be back here and really lovely to be working with the likes of Paul Keane, Annie Jones and Stefan, of course, Jeff Payne. It's just remarkable. I'm an incredibly nostalgic person anyway, so I've always kind of wanted to step back onto the show at some point or other, and obviously with the sad news of the show finishing, it seemed like the appropriate time to come on in. So, and thankfully I was planning a trip back home here at this point anyway, so it just worked, yeah.
Now, you posted some pretty good photos to social. I saw a brand new Triumph motorbike going on. Did you get to keep that?
I haven't spoken to Triumph about that, but I have a feeling not. Yeah, it's a pretty nice bike though.
Pretty nice bike. So what can you tell us about what Mike's been up to? Because it's been a while.
Well, what he's been up to, I mean, I think Des received a phone call back in about, late 1989 saying, what, you're moving to Perth, you're going to become a teacher in Perth and you're never coming back. Okay, see you later, that's a shame, bye. So that's what I did. Mike moved to Perth and became a teacher there, and we learn through the show, through these new episodes, that I have a child. But I've now moved back, me and my daughter have moved back to Melbourne, Erinsborough, so yeah.
Wow. And you've been able to work with some of the new cast too. Who have you found particularly exciting to work with?
Well, really, to be honest, not really any of them except Henrietta, a friend of mine. So I keep sort of seeing these fantastic young actors coming in and out of the green room thinking, oh, it'd be good to do some scenes. No? Oh, okay, so it's primarily all of us oldies all together. But Henrietta, who is a friend of mine, a family friend. I've known her parents for many, many years.
Oh, wow.
When I knew she was doing the show, it was sort of my suggestion. I said, well, perhaps I can work with her a little bit. Is that easy?
I love that.
Yeah.
That's absolutely brilliant. You were here right at the very beginning.
I was here at the beginning of Channel 10.
Yeah.
That's right. It ended. It did a sort of 7 or 8 month run prior to that, and then it started at Channel 10 on the 2nd of December 1985, which was my first day, a couple of days after my last exam at high school.
So what were you? 16,
a human
17?
No, I was 18.
18.
I just turned 18 in
18.
October. And so I started this very quickly. I had to move from Geelong, find somewhere to live, and start on a TV show.
Wow.
It was pretty mad.
And you have this incredible career. We've seen you do so many things. LA Confidential, Memento, just recently Mayor of Easttown was absolutely fantastic. So many things. Do you credit Neighbours with the career that you have? How much credit do you give to Neighbours?
I really do. There are certain sort of moments in your life that are real markers, and I think being cast in this show and the confidence that it gave me, and what I learnt from working on the show, just sort of immeasurable qualities and benefits, and there have been other sort of moments throughout my life as well where I've auditioned for things and got them, but I can't ever forget this, and it's just remarkable, particularly then when I think there were sort of less things being made, and to sort of land a role on a show like this was pretty lucky. So I always feel super lucky to have gotten on the show, and of course, as we know, it took off and became huge. So I was there at a pretty good time.
Yeah. And some of your castmates there, do you get to catch up with Kylie and Jason if you ever find yourself in the same corner of the planet?
I mean, Jason and I particularly, Jason and I see each other all the time. We still call each other Scott and Mike, which is a bit sad.
Not at all.
Yeah, absolutely. So I see, whenever I'm in London, I'll see Jason, and most times I'll see Kylie as well. And there's a few others that I'll catch up with. When I'm back in Melbourne, I'll certainly catch up with Stefan. And there's a few of us that have, Annie and I have caught up a number of times over the years. So, and funnily enough, you mentioned Mayor of Easttown. Kate Winslet is a big fan of the show.
Is she?
She's literally wetting herself that I'm back on the show. She was besotted with Mike back in the day. We share a birthday, and that was the greatest news to her, was that her and I shared a birthday. So when I told her I was coming back to do this, she said, "Right, I have to be there. I'm coming back." And when I talked to the producer about it, he said, well, maybe we can make, the mother of your child, but, maybe she could be Kate. And I went, well, that's a little personal in my life, so maybe let's not call her Kate.
No.
So she's called Rose, who was Kate's character on Titanic. so Winslet is kind of here in spirit, absolutely.
That
And
is genius.
she's like, darling, I need to see the scripts. I need to see the storylines. What's going on in the storyline?
Because you've worked with her in a couple of things. Because you also
Yes, we did Mildred Pearce in 2010.
And you got a bucket load of awards for that.
And then she really pulled me in for Mayor of Easttown. Which was a kind of a brief appearance, really. But it was great and lovely to work with her again.
Yeah.
She's a really good mate.
So she can make room on the door every now and then.
She can. That's right. Yeah, that's right. But if she was here, she'd be on this set now and just pushing her way into every scene she possibly could.
Oh, we should have. Oh well, what could have been? But she possibly would have overshadowed.
She might
just
have.
a little.
Yeah, she might have.
In a good way. In a good way. How do you think you're going to feel on that last day when the cameras stop rolling?
Well, it's hard to say because it's all sort of flooding back to me anyway. I mean, I haven't been here now for these past few years like a lot of the other cast members have, so I'm really aware of how it is for them. You know, the fact that they're suddenly finishing up, I understand what that must feel like. It is weird, but as I say, the whole, even just coming back is kind of weird as well. I had a bit of an existential sort of crisis when I sort of agreed to do it and I knew we could work it out. I then went, well, who is Mike now? Like, how do I play this guy? Oh my goodness. So I had to sort of trawl through my, memory banks to sort of understand how I might actually play him.
Was there an old piece of wardrobe of his that you could slip on?
Well, funnily enough, they said to me, we found your old gloves.
There you go.
We found your old motorcycle gloves.
There
They've
you
been in
go.
a box since, 1986 or whatever it was.
Yeah. Alan always used to say he felt like Hawkeye when he put the boots on.
Yeah, that's right. I think
So
if
it
once
might
I got
be
the motorcycle
Mike
jacket
Young
on.
when he gets the motorcycle jacket on. Yeah, just amazing. Are you here for long? Or are you heading?
I'm
What's
here.
next?
I'm here for a couple of months because I'm actually also going to do a
Clearing.
spot on my friend's show, The Clearing. Yeah, Matt Cameron has written a really brilliant show, so I'm going to do a spot on that through these next couple of months. Then I'm off to New Zealand towards the end of the year to do a film with Lee Tamahori, and then I might sneak back here for Christmas and have a bit of summer here as well. So. But by that point, my son Monty will have gone back to Holland, so it depends how much I'm missing him. I may not want to stay.
So I was going to say, not
him.
only has Mike become a father in this time, of course, you have too. How
I've
is
become
Monty?
a father. It's just
Is he
so
the
divine.
best?
I can't bear it. Yeah, and Carice and he are out here, so
That's
it's
great.
really lovely that they're here, and so the three of us are here together.
What's her knowledge of Neighbours?
She's got more knowledge of Flying Doctors, actually. I showed her a picture of me and Peter O'Brien the other day, and she went, "Oh, he was on Flying Doctors." I said, yes, he was.
Yeah. After Neighbours.
That's right. She's got a bit of a knowledge of it, I think, but certainly not like the die-hard fans.
Yeah, it's so special, and I think of all the groundbreaking things the show's done too. There's so much to be proud of. We're first trans character, we've got Henrietta, we've got all of those different storylines. It's a diverse cast. Not only that, just the grounding it's given to so many people in the industry. Not only actors like yourselves who've gone on to have careers around the world, but directors and crew.
Well, Jeffrey Walker. Jeffrey was going to succeed anyway, but you're absolutely right. It's been such a sort of a fertile kind of place for people to really develop and progress from. It's amazing, really, that it's gone on for so long.
37 years.
37 years.
37 years. How long did you think it would last when you got the first scripts in December 1985?
Well, I had no idea. I mean, I think because it had been on another network and it hadn't succeeded, there was a little bit of a feeling of, look, don't get your hopes up,
but
because
also nothing to lose.
Well, nothing to lose. But I was so young and naive. I didn't even really think about projecting ahead and what a show could do, etc. I was just sort of nervous about learning my lines and not bumping into the furniture, as we always used to say. Just don't knock anything over. So that's all I was focused on as a naive 18-year-old from Geelong.
Wow. Well, I think it's just going to be incredible. We're going to be here on that last day, as you know, and I think we'll all be sobbing, let alone all you lot.
We've had a few tears on set
already.
So yeah.
I'll bet. The storylines they haven't told us because I'm hopeless.
You can't keep a secret.
No, being a journalist, it's all that. Yeah.
But it's very exciting.
Is it?
It's lovely.
Yeah, it is. But it's very special to be here.
Yeah. I feel really lucky to have gotten to come back.
Well, it's been lovely to catch up with you here.
Likewise, thank you very much.
And can't wait to see what
unfolds.
What Mike Not So Young does.
Mike Not So Young, that's right. Someone should say that in one of the scenes.
There's still time.
There's still time. Mike, I'm not so young.
And we'll get a writing credit for that. Thanks.
Yep.
Be good.